of goddess.
Hey girl, hey. And for all my men that are watching, hey boy, hey. I think it's so dope. I have some male subscribers, y'all, and I think it's a beautiful thing that we have men that are wanting to watch so that they can learn what we are going through as women, what our thought process is, and how they can also move forward with helping us by being better fathers or partners. And some are even watching and picking up tips on how to just better themselves, period. So clap it up for all my men. For those of you that have been watching my videos but you have not subscribed yet, sis, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, hit the subscription button. Be sure to hit the bell notification so that you know whenever a video drops. Right now, I'm going to be dropping videos weekly. I don't have a set date yet because y'all, your girl is still trying to figure out this whole editing process. So once I get it down, I'm definitely going to have a designated day where you guys will know for sure to expect a video from me. So until then, definitely hit that bell notification so that you know when a video drops. If there's anything that you are learning from any of my videos, please be sure to share with someone else, right? Sharing is caring. Teach one, each one teach one. All right, y'all, so let's get into today's topic. So ladies and men, where are you operating from? What place are you operating from? And when I say that, I'm speaking of, are you operating from a place of fear? Are you operating from a place of bitterness? Are you angry all the time? Are you just focused on lack all the time? Where are you operating from? Because what I want y'all to do is to take time and assess what's going on with you and how you're moving through this world. And if you are not operating from a place of love and gratitude, today is the day that we need to switch that up, right? And so here's the thing. I will go on social media and I will see a lot of times women will post things like, "Oh, my life sucks. I want a do-over. I just have bad luck. I'm so sick of this." And I'm just like, sis, like, I get it. I get how tough life can be. I get the whole single mom thing. And sometimes we can get in a place of feeling bitter and just feeling angry about the simple fact that we have to do things on our own. We have to figure out everything on our own. We're responsible for everything. Everything is on our shoulders. And I get it. We have those moments. But ladies, we cannot just sit in those moments. We have to move forward. And so one thing I want you to start focusing on is operating from a place of love and gratitude. So here's the thing. Just to let y'all know, because I think I shared a little bit of this last week with my Instagram page on just how busy my days can be. But in case you didn't see it, I start my day 5 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up 5 in the morning just so I can get 30 minutes alone because I am not a morning person. I don't want people all in my face as soon as I open my eyes. I just don't want to be in conversation. I don't want a bunch of noise. And so I would take at least 30 minutes to just get up, open my eyes, stretch my body out, pray. I talk to God in the morning. Sometimes I'll read a scripture, or maybe I would wake up with something on my mind and I'm just praying for some direction, some clarity on it. And so once I get that, my time in, and then I will get up my boys by 5:30, 5:45. We are out the door by 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, I am dropping people off, 3 different schools. I am then going into the office, and from the office up until about 2:45, I'm out the door, picking up the little one from his school, going back to the office until 5 o'clock. From 5 o'clock, I am then picking up one of my boys, well, both of my older boys. Well, one of them, I pick him up from his dad's, and then the other one, we sit in the parking lot at his school for probably a good 30 to 45 minutes, waiting on him to finish his track practice. From there, we're driving home. We get home about 6:30, sometimes close to 7. I'm trying to get people food fed, homework. I'm helping the little one with homework. I am trying to work on my own business, and then by 8 o'clock, sometimes I'm not even in the gym until about 8:30. 8:30, I make it to the gym. I'm out of there by 10. Get back home, and I'm hurrying, trying to take a shower, get ready, get in bed by 11, and my day starts over. And I do this by myself. And so I get it. I get the exhaustion. I get the frustration. I get the when is my time? I just want to be able to do something for myself. I get it. And so I'm not discrediting how anyone is feeling, but I want you to know that we cannot sit in that. We have to choose to not just walk around in unnecessary anger, unnecessary pain, unnecessary bitterness. Don't choose to be stuck in that pain indefinitely. So, like I said, my day is really full. I'm doing, and I will be honest, there's some times where I will get like some kind of help where maybe their dad will pick the youngest one up from school for me, so that cuts down, me having to leave work in the middle of the day to pick him up. But that doesn't happen too often. And so I get the frustration, but what I want you to realize is like, I decided I can't live in that. I can't live in the fact that I wish my life was different. I wish that I had a partner to help me. I wish that everything wasn't on my shoulder. Like, I don't care what I wish for. This is the cards that I've been dealt right now. So let me play these cards as best as I can. So what I want you guys to realize is that you need to choose to focus on being grateful. So I had to switch the way I view things, instead of me saying like, oh my God, I have to do this by myself. Everything is on my shoulders. I'm the only one that's paying for this. I'm the only one that's doing this, that, whatever. I started seeing it as, God, thank you so much for blessing me with being able to do these things. I'm so grateful that I'm able to drive. I have a car. It always has gas in it, and I can get my kids to where they need to be every single time. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that I get to see my kids grow up. I'm so grateful that I get to spend this time with them, and we get to joke around, and we get to like dance together and make memories together. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I am able to go pick them up from their activities. And although I have to sit in this parking lot for 30 to 45 minutes Monday through Friday, I'm so grateful that my son has the opportunity to run track. He has the opportunity to go to an A school. I am so grateful that he's healthy enough to participate in these sports. It's things like that. You have to switch your perspective. You cannot stay stuck in the woe is me mentality, because sis, is not going to get you anywhere. It's going to leave you a bitter woman. It's going to repel people from wanting to be around you, and it will bleed into your children. And so if you have children that are running around frustrated all the time, crying all the time, angry all the time, throwing tantrums, and you can't figure out why, maybe just take a look. And I'm not saying that this is the answer for every child that is acting out, but sis, just take a moment and assess what's going on with you. How are you operating? Are you operating from a place of anger all the time, of frustration all the time, of bitterness all the time? Because I promise you, I don't care how many kisses and hugs you give your child at the end of the day, they are feeding off of our emotions. They are feeding off of how we move throughout the day. And so I want to tell you, ladies, I want you to focus on moving and operating from a space of love. Okay, so first thing I want to tell you guys, parenting is not a competition. Again, parenting is not a competition. Sis, you do the best that you can do with your children. Stop comparing yourself to the next mom. Stop comparing yourself to the one that has like a list of things that she's saying that she accomplishes every day. Okay, cool. Because what we're not realizing is that especially when you go on social media, you'll see this a lot now. Like, moms are just posting these perfect pictures, and they're just telling you how they just, their home is always clean and organized, and they always have these 3-course meals ready, and the kids are always laughing, and family time is always great. And like, y'all, like, did y'all forget that we are seeing people's highlight reel? Did you guys forget that? Come on, sis. Like, when you're taking a selfie, like, how many times do you take that picture of yourself before you finally get that correct photo, and then you post it on social media for the world to see, right? So let's not forget, you are not the only one that's doing this. Everybody is doing this. And so stop getting on social media and looking at these women that are telling these great stories of how great their life is and how smooth everything is running, and you're comparing yourself to it. Because what we're also not seeing a lot of times is the nanny that's in the background, or the maid that's in the background, or the mom or someone in the family that's helping out in some kind of way. And so if this is not the blessing that you have, because, like, hello, I don't have that. I don't have a nanny. I don't have a partner to help me. I don't have a maid coming in, and I don't have family members coming in and, tag teaming to help me out with my routine every day. So when you're not seeing these things, and all you're seeing is the picture perfect, and you start comparing yourself, you will lose yourself. So stop looking at other people's stories and comparing what you are doing. You are doing the best that you can do, and that is all that matters. So again, limit the social media if you have to. Stop comparing yourself to others. Um, I listened to a podcast, I believe it was like Sunday, and there was a tip, and I can't remember the name of the podcast, but if I remember it, I will post a link to it. But she gave a great tip, and she was talking about, like, we will have like a list of things that we want to do, and then by the end of the day, when we don't get everything done, we tend to beat ourselves up. But she was saying one thing that we can do is, instead of focusing on what was not done, make a list at the end of your day of all the things that you were able to get done, and focus on that. Focus on the positive, and not what you weren't able to do, right? So for me, because I have days as well where I'm just like, I had like a list of things that I wanted to get done, and I might have gotten two or three things on that list completed, and then I sit there like frustrated, like, oh my gosh, like I didn't finish it again. But then I have to remember, like, girl, you didn't spend like over 2 hours in your car picking up and dropping off people, and getting to work, and helping kids with their homework, and buying groceries, and keeping the house clean, and XYZ, all these things that I got done. So focus on the things that you did get done, and give yourself a pat on the back for that. Stop beating yourself up. All right, so my next tip is to learn to live in the moment. Learn to enjoy the moment instead of always focusing on, what do I have to do next? Be in the moment and enjoy some time with your kids. Like, whatever it is that you guys like to do for fun, do that. Like, in our home, we love to joke around. That's just how we are. We like to bag on each other. We love to laugh. We basically all think that we're really funny people. We love to dance. We love playing music. So these are things that, if you come into my home on a daily basis, you will notice this. Like, live in the moment. Enjoy your time, because I know it can be hard. I know it can be frustrating, but it will not last forever. And this will not last forever, and the time will go fast. And I know we've all heard this, like, oh, they're gonna grow up so fast. And I used to hear it a lot and be like, oh, okay. But when my daughter got to the point where she was graduating high school, I was like, oh my gosh, like, the years just like flew by. So enjoy it. Be in the moment. You don't, everything does not have to be stressful. Everything doesn't have to be about what's gonna happen next. And just enjoy life. Laugh, sis. Dance with your kids. Take them out. Go for a walk. Whatever it is that you need to do, but be in the moment. Okay, so my next tip is, ladies, take some time for yourself. You will be burnt out if you do not take some time to be alone. Do something for yourself, sis. Whether it's a massage, whether it's getting a pedicure. What, you don't even have to go out to pay and get it done if you can't afford to do that. Do your own pedicure, but like take some time where it's like, okay, this is my time for myself, uninterrupted. Whether you want to read a book, go out for a walk, go watch a movie by yourself. I've done that a couple of times. I've shared on my social media this past weekend, one of my favorite things to do to just feel like me again, after being drained from running around all week, is I like to take a nice hot bubble bath. So I will pour some Epsom salt in that water. I found some really good smelling bubble bath, and so I will put that in my water. And I always have flowers in my home, and so it's like whether someone buys it for me or if I buy it for myself, like when you come in my home, I'm going to have some type of flowers in there because it just makes me, it uplifts my spirit when I see it. And so by the end of the week, when the flowers start to dwindle, I would take the petals off and I just put it in my bath water. And sometimes I get fancy with it and I put some milk and honey in there because, you know, I'm a queen and that's how queens take baths. But this is something that I do for myself, and during that time, you know, I'll light some candles in the bathroom, I'll play some music. I love to listen to like jazz music just to relax, some smooth jazz. And I let my kids know, do not knock on this door. I'm usually in there 30 to 45 minutes, but I'm like, don't knock on my door, don't come ask me any questions. Like, this is my time. And we need that. We need time to recharge so that we can keep going, because there is so much that is asked from us, and if we don't take that time to reboot and take care of ourselves, we will definitely have a breakdown. And lastly, connect with other moms. If you know other moms, other like-minded moms, connect with them. There's groups on social media that you can meet up with moms. If you have any friends that are in the same situation, find times when you guys can get together and just talk. And it doesn't even have to be about talking about mom things. Just talk about adult things, because I get it. A lot of times where there would probably be like weeks where I would go and it's just me and my kids. There's so many things going on, so many activities that are running into the weekend that I don't have time to just have like adult time. And we need that. We need time where we can just speak to someone else that gets us, and laugh about something that is not via some YouTube kids video, right? So y'all, I hope these tips have helped you. Again, just pay attention to how you're operating in this world. Are you operating from a place of love and gratitude, or are you stuck in bitterness and anger? Because sis, we don't want that bleeding into our kids. And I promise you, if this is where you're at right now, once you flip the script, once you start seeing things differently, like, oh my gosh, I'm blessed because although this is what my situation is and this is not what I was hoping for or saw for my life, I'm still blessed because although this is not how I envision my life to be, I get to see my kids grow up. I get to help them grow up into being great people in this world. I get to love on them. I get to take care of them. I get to put this roof over their head. I get to make these memories with them. So focus on the blessing that you have and start moving from a place of love and gratitude, and you will see like your days just start to change for you as well. And trust me, it's much better. It's a much better feeling to move from a place of love and gratitude versus being angry and bitter and frustrated all the time. So you guys, thank you again so much for watching. Again, if you have not already done so, go ahead and subscribe. Be sure to hit that like button. If there's anything from this video that has helped you or made you think in any way, please share this with someone else that could be of benefit from this. I love y'all so much, and I will talk to you soon.